Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Waverley Basketball Stadium for the Round 8 competition of the BigV Malton VYCW Victorian Youth Championship Women's Game. Waverley versus Eltham. Should be a cracking game today. There's been quite a lot of upsets in the league over the last couple of nights, but we should have a cracking game here. This smart money says that the game could go either way. Both teams are travelling mid-table, but they should have a reasonably well-matched game. We'll see how it happens. Last night, Waverley Falcons, the state champ men, scored a win over Werribee here on Live Sport Australia. And away down at Southern Pen, down at Rosebud, the women scored a win over Southern Pen, a 5-point win, I believe. So good effort all round for the Falcons this weekend. Both the doubleheader today, so the youth men are looking to get back on the winning track. They've had a couple of tough games, so they're now starting to look quite looking for a win or two. The youth women, on the other hand, have been doing quite a good job. Almost ready for a start here. First period between the Falcons and the Wildcats. And we should be good to go. Refs are signalling they're ready. Ball's going up and we're away. Ball is with the Falcons. Mia Parsons puts up the shot. It's short. Rebounded there by Georgia Dale. Into her teammate, Mia Heath. She steps out of bounds. Grace Beasley bring the ball down for the Falcons. Looking for options. Gets it through Mia Parsons, who gets the first 2 points of the game. Eltham looking for options. Falcons defense fairly tight at the moment. The shot went up. Rebounded by the Falcons. Just kept in bounds by Grace Beasley. She gets it across to Parsons. Parsons looks for the drive down the court. Finds Knock in the outside. And the score. Should say Lock in the outside. So Falcons out to an early lead. 5-0. Shot goes up. Comes off the back of the ring. Caitlin Angus with the rebound. She almost loses it. Gets it somehow to Miller. Miller get back over to Beasley. Beasley to Parsons. Parsons pops it in for another 2. Looking for options. It's Baker. Now back across to court. Newman. And that's the first score for the Eltham Wildcats. Miller finds Lock. Lock, 3-point attempt is good. Falcons extending the defense down the floor. Eltham running a high set. Just throw the ball away at the moment. Parsons back over to Beasley. Beasley finds a way down the court. Kicks it out to Miller. Miller's shot is good. 13-3, I should say. 13-3. And Norman can't get it to drop. It's gone out of bounds off the Eltham player. Angus will inbound it. The coach, Eltham coach, Matt Holland, I'm certain is considering his options for a timeout at this point in time. Miller gets the ball across to Beasley. Beasley tosses it up, doesn't go. Miller pressing down. Heath to, sorry, that was Dale. Driving to the basket. Has drawn the foul. It wasn't on a shot attempt though. So the ball will be inbounded. And it's gone out to Norman again, to Dale again. Now she's got Norman on the outside, ignores that. She tries to pop it up herself, doesn't go. Locke with the rebound. Gets the cross back to Beasley. Beasley brings the ball down. Now it's with Miller, back to Locke. She looks at Parsons. Parsons pops it up. Another two. Long two there. Here comes Eltham. Again, it's Newman, the captain of the Eltham team. She slips over but gets it to her teammate. And there's the second score for the Eltham Wildcats. That was Tessa Norman popping it in. Miller calling for it. Locke ignores that. Kicks it back out instead to Parsons. And Parsons, another two. So, Norman drives. And she's fouled by, it should be Miller, I think, will be the foul. And second team foul for the Falcons. No mistake there from Norman. Beasley brings the ball back. Locke drives and scores. Falcons, with 5.5 minutes to go, are already out to a 12-point lead. Now Eltham starting to assert themselves on the scoreboard. Parsons back out to Angus. Now to Locke. Miller back to Parsons. She got time to put it up, but that was a bit rushed. Probably Locke should have had a look along the way earlier. Ball's gone out of bounds, and it'll be an Eltham ball. Timeout now to Eltham. We'll be back ever so shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. With the end of the timeout called by Eltham, and they needed that timeout. They've managed to put some points on the board, but the Falcons have come out with a vengeance in this game. And so another score to the Wildcats. It's got them back down to 7. It was out to a 12-point lead there for a while. So Eltham doing a good job to get back into this game. Beasley can't get it to go. Eltham player hassles the ball out of court off the Falcons. And Norman is bringing the ball back down again. Guarded by Locke. Back to Dale. Dale pops it up, doesn't go. Rebounded by Beasley. Beasley now pushing the ball down. She's got players in front, ignores them. Now gets it to Parsons, and a charge is called. That's why coaches like to see the player kick the ball ahead as much as possible. Refs are always going to call that if it's the player has established a defensive position. So Eltham drives around, back out to top. It's with Dale. She comes off the screen, working hard. Now the outside shot doesn't go. Locke with the rebound, stolen by Norman, and she pops it in. Back to a 5-point game. Beasley back to Locke. Locke looking for options. Poor pass sees Norman with the intercept. She can't get the ball up, and Eltham almost loses it. It's down to 6 seconds. The shot goes up, doesn't drop, and a foul now, this time against Eltham. Looks to be on Newman, and there are subs coming in. Locke sitting down onto the floor for the Falcons, Sam Lambie. Beasley bringing the ball down. Now Miller back out to Beasley. Beasley, 3-point attempt is good. This is what the Falcons coach, Brendan Gordon, will be wanting after seeing that early lead being whittled away there by the Wildcats. Shot doesn't go. Another rebound, this time to Lambie. Lambie driving hard in transition. Gets it across to Miller, and it's a travel. Yeah, it was very clearly a travel there. So Norman brings the ball down. Newman gets it across to Norman. Beasley with a steal, and she's been fouled. This was Molly Cochran fouling there. So Lola Geddes onto the floor for the Falcons. Miller sitting down. Lola kicks it through. Sam Lambie back to back to Beasley. Beasley back out to Lambie. Lambie, 3 attempt doesn't drop. Almost the rebound there by the Falcons, but it's Cochran with the ball. And the ball has gone out of bounds. It'll be a Falcons ball, and into the game for Norman comes Margaret Baker. So both teams ringing the changes here at the end of the first quarter. Geddes gets across. As Beasley turns, looks for a way to the basket, and she scores. Another two. Falcons out to a 10-point lead again. Dale brings the ball down. She's not certain where she's wanting to send the ball, but she finds some teammates. Falcons wrap the ball up, and it'll be a jump ball going the way of the Wildcats with 5 on the shot clock. And they score 3-point attempts to Lauren Hannafin. Down to 6 seconds. Beasley's shot doesn't go, doesn't drop. Gives the Wildcats another chance, and Beasley has fouled. And that's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back in about a minute and a half's time with the second period. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ready for period 2 in this game between the Waverley Falcons and the Eltham Wildcats. As we see the ball in with the Falcons, and Mia Parsons can't get the ball up this time. It's probably a better matchup with Hannafin on the court against Parsons. She's just got the length to worry Parsons a fraction. Great pass inside there, and we see Margaret Baker scoring the 2. Falcons will need to watch that isolation play. And there's an offensive foul called against. I think it was on Sam Lanby. Falcons first for this quarter. So better work from the Falcons defensively there as Grace Beasley drives the floor. Nearly gave away another offensive foul. Perhaps Wildcats a little unlucky. Great ball control there from Dale. She pops it up, another three. Shot goes up. And here's Dale again. Another two. Missed that one this time. So Wildcats inbound the ball. It's Hannafin gets the ball inside. Now it's back with her. They're skipping the ball through hands. And Newman drops it up. Doesn't go. Falcons players not boxing out. Margaret Baker are allowed to get first hands on that ball. Wasn't able to control it though, but it's gone out off the Falcons. Still back with them. And here's Hannafin again. Back inside. This time it's Kiara Mountford that scores. And that's forced Coach Brendan Nelson to call a timeout as the scores are all tied up here at the Falcons Nest. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we watch the girls coming back out onto the court. The news is not as bright and rosy for the Falcons as it was just a little while ago, where they had a 12-point lead. Now it's all tied up with just over 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. And almost a poor pass there. Now, nice pass inside. Sees Geddes get it out to a teammate in Regan Hildebrand Wise, who scores the 2 points. Shot doesn't go. Miller almost with the rebound. And this time, the foul's on Geddes. As Kiara Mountford will go to the line to convert her 2 into a 3. And it has been a big change-up with the bench coming on here for Eltham. So Sam Lambie brings the ball back down, calling the play, asking for a screen. And the ball has been worried off her hands. Eltham now with their first lead of the game, 1 point only. But the way they're playing at the moment, the Falcons look a little shell-shocked. They've dropped back into a zone in the hope that that will slow things down. Now with Geddes. Back down to Lambie. Lambie turns, looks. This time she scores. She's been a little bit unlucky with her shots this season so far. Sam Lambie, normally a very, very good shooter. She would be hoping that she can get into a rhythm in this game. Great work inside there from Baker. Again, has made a difference since she's come on, and she's drawn the foul. We'll go to the line for 2. As the Falcons get a change. First shot drops. So makes both game all tied up yet again at 29 all. Eltham with the momentum at the moment. Here's Miller looking for options, finds it in Lambie. Lambie back to Miller. Miller drives, can't get it to go. Russell with the steal. Gets the offensive rebound, kicks it back out there to Lambie. Lambie fakes, pulls up, and it drops. So now, Newman. Great 3 from outside there. That's Norman. Back onto the court again. Gemma Caputo across to Miller. Miller looks for the options, overshoots it. Rebounded there by Heath. Ball's back down, kicks through hands. Again, they're looking for that inside player. And they've found it. Miller with the rebound off that missed shot. She's found a player down in short corner. No mistake there. That was Regan Hildebrand-Wise. Caputo putting pressure on the ball. But Norman, long 3, doesn't go. Rebounded there by Russell. Miller back to Russell. Good work there from the Falcons player. Sees a long shot, and now Lambie, no mistake. Is this the game that Lambie's going to have as a breakout game for the season? Would be nice to think so. She puts in a lot of effort into her game. And she's got the drive and the score. All of a sudden now, Falcons out to a 6-point lead. Caputo read it well. Got the intercept and cross to Miller. Miller will backpedal it out to Lambie. Lambie fakes. Back to Miller. Caputo's open. She drives. Back out to Miller. Miller will have to pop it up. She finds a way inside, gets it into Angus, and there it is. So apologies to Caitlin. It's been Caitlin that's on there, not Charity Russell. I wasn't calling her Russell for some reason. I don't know why. And at that point, another timeout to the Eltham bench with the scores 40-32. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, with the Wildcats in possession. Locke, good defense from her. She's got the defensive rebound. Nearly got the foul on the way through. It's back with Beasley. So the Falcons using that timeout to make some wholesale changes, and this time, as she attacks the basket, Beasley has drawn the foul instead of giving it away. So she'll go to the line for two. So first team foul on the Eltham Wildcats. Beasley misses that first. Misses the second. Yeah, good effort there from Locke to try and get at the ball, but she just made contact and the refs picked that. So Mia Parsons coming on for Regan Hildebrand-Wise. Nice work there from the Falcons, but Angus with the spoil from behind. It's now with Caputo. Caputo into Parsons. Parsons turns. She floats it up and scores. So Courtney Newman brings the ball down, gets it across to Dale. Dale can't get it to drop, and Parsons now with the ball. She finds Angus. Now with Beasley. Locke looking for Caputo. Found her. Caputo drives. Can't get over the top of the much taller player in Norman. Now the ball's back with them. Oh, nice attempt there from Norman to hit the running player in Kiara Mountford. And that's the thing that's been very noticeable about the Wildcats team, is that they are very much aware of where their teammates are. So Geddes can't control that ball. It's been stolen there by Dale. Dale's three-point attempt no good. Now back with Parsons. Parsons into Angus. Falcons very disorganised at the moment. Locke is going to do something about that, or try to anyway, and she just loses the ball under pressure as she drives to the basket. Nice option there, but Falcons really need to get the ball back to the guards and just settle themselves down on those sets. Shot doesn't go. Rebounded there by the Wildcats. Now with Locke. Good defensive rebound. She pulls it up. Now it's with Beasley. Beasley drives. Can't get it to go. And there's a big foul there on number 10. No, it's on. Who is it on? Well, I think that was called on Georgia Dale. Angus drives, finds Locke. Locke is open. This is a 3 attempt that's short. But right idea. Locke has been one of the big finds for the Falcons this season. Newman can't get it to go. He's perhaps unlucky not to get called for the contact after the shot went up. Ball's gone out of bounds off Eltham and Falcons ball. It's a 10-point game with 8 seconds to go. Well, we're down under the 5. Beasley will drive. Doesn't go. And that's it for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back in about 6 or 7 minutes to bring you the second half of this Moulton Victorian Youth Championship women's game between the Waverley Falcons and the Eltham Wildcats. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Waverley Basketball Stadium for the second half of this entertaining game between the Waverley Falcons Victorian Youth Championship women's team, sponsored by Molten, and the Eltham Wildcats. With the news that the Falcons, who in the first quarter had got out to a 12-point lead, lost that through the second, the early second, have eked their way out to another 10-point lead. So we might have a look at a couple of the stats from that particular half. And we can see there, Mia Parsons leading all scorers at the moment on 10 points. Actually tied with Sam Lanby as we see the play recommence. And that's another 2 to Norman. Tessa Norman from the Wildcats, who has now taken over as the leading scorer for the game. Mia Parsons missing that shot. So Tessa Norman with 11 points. Leading rebounders is Caitlin Angus with 6. Assists is Nia Locke, and Caitlin Angus and Tessa Norman with 1 block each. So Waverley shooting at 50%. They've scored 18 out of 36 shot attempts. Eltham on 11 out of 38. But where the difference is, well, actually there's not too much difference there. 3-pointers, 6 to Waverley, 5 to Eltham. As we see Dale knock those shots in. Rebound count is 23 to 25 in Eltham's favour. 12 assists to the Falcons to 8 for Eltham. And the bench points 14 to Waverley and 8 to Eltham. So very even game all up, even though as there's another couple of points drop there for the Falcons. Back to the 10 points. As Eltham drives. Again, really nice vision from the Eltham girls. They are very aware, 2 or 3 passes before where their teammates are going to be. And Falcons are not picking up on how Eltham is moving them out of position in defence. Locke can't get it go. Good block there. Beasley, however, up, doesn't go, doesn't drop. Rebounded there by Baker. So it's now with Norman. Norman doesn't make it count, but she's picked up the foul. She will go to the line. It's the first on the Falcons. So Norman at the line. No problem with the first. And the second. (45 to 37). Beasley uses the screen, but the shot is poor. Saved by Charity Russell. And now there's a foul. Well, I think that's on Beasley. I'll just have to check that on the stats shortly. Shot short. Lock with the rebound. She had the advantage in the transition, but none of her players got down in front of her. This time the shot goes up, doesn't drop. It's Newman that picks it up in front of Beasley. Two of the two point guards battling it out under the ring. And the ball has been stolen out of the Wildcats' hands by Locke. Miller pops it in. 2 points. Back out to that 12-point gap that we had in the first quarter. Can the Falcons hang on to it this time? And the foul's been called on Locke. That'll be the fourth on the Falcons. This is not what the coaching staff will want. But Beasley with the intercept should have got that. Should have got that layup. Bit of incidental contact there, and player has dropped the ball, picked it up again. That's a turnover. So the ref's double checking on that, but it should be a turnover. No, they're calling it the other way. Well, that is wrong. That is definitely wrong. They've missed the contact in the first place. Did not call that. The player has decided that to drop the ball, then pick it up. Perhaps morally correct, but certainly not in terms of the actual game. So if the scores were a lot tighter than this, I think you would find that the coaching staff from both teams would have been perhaps a bit more assertive with what's going on. Shot is short. And Locke brings the ball back down. She's got Beasley there. Beasley's three-point attempt doesn't go. Russell can't get it to drop either. Falcons putting pressure on the ball handler. That's Georgia Dale, who was good enough to beat the press. Now it's with Norman. She pulls up, doesn't go. Falcons end up with the rebound. Shot doesn't go. Mia Parsons can't get it. Instead, it's fallen into the hands of Tessa Norman for the Wildcats. And Dale weaves away through the Falcons' defense. Scores a very easy layup in the end there. So it's back to the 10 points. Back to Russell. Miller, three-point attempt is going to be short. Good rebound there by Parsons. She brings it out to Locke. Locke to Miller. Russell, short corner, doesn't go. Parsons knocks the ball into her opponent's hand, and Tessa Norman will hand off to Georgia Dale, who finds a long pass. Well read by Mia Parsons. Still a Wildcats ball. So some subs in for both teams. Lambie back on the floor for the Falcons as Beasley is fouled going for that rebound. First team foul for the Eltham Wildcats. They have not taken advantage of the fact that the Falcons have been in foul trouble for the last 3 or so minutes. We're now down under the 4 minutes as Parsons takes the ball off Beasley, gets it out to Lambie. Lambie fakes, looks for options, and double dribbles. Just needed to do a crossover. Instead, she picked the ball up and then swung through. Good pick up by the ref there. And down the other end, Parsons with a block. Now Miller looking for options. Gets it back to Russell. Russell out to Parsons. Parsons shot. Short. Falls into the hands of Molly Cochran. Cochran across to Dale. Dale shot. Now also short. Now Falcons got numbers. It's a 3-on-2. Lambie shot just wouldn't drop, but the Falcons have managed to get the ball back. It's down to 7 seconds. And Miller will pop it up and score. So Falcons holding that lead and slightly extending it. Miller with the rebound, gets it back to Beasley. Beasley drives, finds Parsons. Now that was better in that case that there were players in front of the ball that Beasley had options to pass to. Hey, this girl has got good handles there. Number 20, that is Georgia Dale. That's about the second or third time that she's done a dribble behind her back under pressure and at speed. Falcons offense stagnating at the moment. Parsons can't get it to go over the top. And now there's a travel. So good pressure there from Lambie. Sees Lauren Hannafin turn the ball over. Subs coming in for the Falcons now. Geddes on for Beasley. And there's a tech foul now. And the tech foul is against Eltham. So don't know whether that was the bench or the coach. But certainly it doesn't make too much difference as Miller pops the first in. Well, there is only one on a tech nowadays. And the Falcons restart play. 53-39, down to the last 1 minute and 40 seconds. Miller pops it up. This time it doesn't go. Good rebound there by Wildcats, but Geddes even better with the steal. And it's another two to Mia Parsons. Assist Laura Geddes. And the ball's thrown out of bounds off Parsons. And jump ball. This time it will go the way of the Eltham Wildcats, who have probably picked up every jump ball so far. Just the The luck of the draw on that one. Miller. Just not patient enough as Lambie ran a cut. But it's still, and it's gone out of bounds. Well, gee. I would have said off Eltham, but the refs have called it the other way. Never mind. Falcons holding a 55-39 point lead. And we might just check out the ladders for you to see where these two teams are respectively on the ladders. Miller with a seal. She's got Parsons in front of her. Parsons pulls up, gets it into a teammate. Miller can't get it to go. She's got a rebound though. Kicks it across to Lambie. Lambie's got all the time in the world. Off the side of the ring, unfortunately. She actually had a little bit more time there to settle herself. But so both teams playing in the Watson Conference of the Big V. And Waverley is sitting in that conference ladder, is sitting 5th on 9 and 5. Eltham 6th on 11 and 4. So Falcons win this game. This could get them up into 4th on that ladder. And Eltham needing the win here to just keep level pegging with the Falcons. So Mia Heath misses that. In the combined ladder, I might just have a look at that as well. If we can, no, we can't, unfortunately. You see the two. And there we go. At the end of the third quarter, the Falcons have pushed the lead out to 15 points. We'll be back in a minute or so. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Waverley Falcons holding a 15-point lead over the Eltham Wildcats in the Moulton Victorian Youth Championship Women's game here at the Waverley Basketball Stadium at Falcons Nest. And we'll be looking to see whether they can contain the Eltham team, who have been playing extremely well, I must admit. Been unlucky with a few calls. So we see there 3-point going down for the Eltham Wildcats. Back to a 13-point lead here on Live Sport Australia. And of course, Live Sport Australia bringing you sport locally across Australia. We last night we hope that you had a chance to check out the Queen's QABL doubleheader from Brisbane, as we see a foul given away there by the Wildcats. So one team foul all in this quarter. And we also were pleased at the very last minute, very impromptu it was, but to also bring you, as we see Regan Hildebrand-Wise drop her first one. Missed the second though. Good rebound there by the Eltham team. We're very pleased to bring you the Northeast Bushrangers and the Collingwood All-Stars game from Wodonga last night. As I said, very impromptu, and it was good to see that close on 300 people watching that game online. So great work. So watch out for more of that. We will try and bring you a few other games from around the league. As we see Dale go to the basket. Great little drive through traffic, and then a reverse layup in the end. Falcons needed that. They absolutely needed that from San Lambie, as the lead had got down to 11 points, so back out to 14. Oh, that was a prayer from Norman. Beasley to bring the ball back down. Well read there by Margaret Baker. And great attempt there from Dale. Doesn't go, but it's a jump ball this time, and again it's going to go the way of the no, this time it is going to go the Falcons' way. So there you go, they get the first jump ball result. So Lambie bring the ball back down. She's got Locke on the outside, goes to her. Locke back down to Parsons. Eltham's actually worked out this offense of the Falcons. And it's really just Beasley bullocking her way in there and drawing the foul as the Wildcats players just reached in from the side. Body language of the coach there says it all at the moment. He's almost given this game away. It is not over as Beasley misses the first. Parsons with the rebound. Should not have got that. And Beasley putting the shot up too early. She had a full 14 seconds. She should have actually kicked it out top and used it. But luckily, Landby has saved the day down the other end. And again, good pressure without fouling there from Sam. She's played well today. And Dale got rid of Locke, but was unable to hang on to the pass from a teammate, Norman. Newman back to Norman, and the shot is good. So Norman probably my best on ground for Eltham at the moment. Parsons, she's been good for Waverley. Again, another nice long pass from Dale. Just a little bit too much pressure from the Waverley Falcons player there. So Parsons on 14 points, Norman on 17. They're the leading scorers with Landby on 13 and Dale. Georgia Dale on 11. Landby, three-point attempt, doesn't drop this time, and there's Norman again. She's got another rebound, so what does that give her in terms of rebounds? That is now her 11th rebound. She's got a double-double, 20 points at this stage and 11 rebounds. 2 blocks. Playing extremely well in a losing side, but it's back down to 11 points with 5.5 minutes to go. As I said earlier, this game is not over as they almost score another 2 points. Should have. Now they're pressing. Two points there to Caitlin Angus. So missed by Mia Heath. Unfortunate there because that's allowed Falcons to look at a mini run as Beasley puts the shot up, doesn't go. There was contact after the shot, but ref did not call that. Norman drives, can't get it to go this time. Beasley with the rebound. Just gets it across to Russell. Russell's got Miller. Now they'll slow it down. Beasley gets it into Miller. Comes off the screen, nice roll. Parsons, nice little left-hand layup and has drawn the foul. She'll go to the line. It's back out to the 15 points that we had at the beginning of this quarter. But now there's only four minutes to go. Misses that. Locke with the rebound, or almost with the rebound. Gets it across to Angus. Now Dale. She'll be credited with that as a rebound. Now she spins away out of trouble. Falls over. But the ball is in. And there was a mismatch there. Kiara Mountford had a mismatch on Beasley. Ball just thrown over the top of her head, unfortunately. Miller. Across the Lock. Now Lock drives. She's got Miller. Miller's got time to pop it up. In it goes. 2 points. So Michaela Miller now on 11 points. But does not give that lady the credit she deserves. Dale with the 3. This time Miller drives, finds the Lock, and there's 2. Another assist to Miller. Lock now on 10 points. So that's one of the really nice things to see from the Falcons is that they are sharing the scoring around as Lock can't get it to drop this time. Naya. And down the other end. 2 points to Kiara Mountford. And she has been fouled on the way through. Both teams 3 fouls each at this point in time. (69-55). Mountford makes it 56. Nice work there from the Falcons. That was very quick ball movement and smart pass there from both Miller and Locke. Finds the player open in weak side short corner. 2 points. But then poor work off the screen sees Mountford with another 2. Lock gets back to Beasley. Beasley fakes, gets it into Angus. Angus can't get it to drop. Neither can Newman. Now it's back with Lock. The nice thing about this game is that the girls are playing it out. They haven't given up on this. Parsons doesn't go. Miller almost taps it out, but it goes only as far as Molly Cochran, who's got it back to Newman. Beasley knocks the ball out of Taylor Vine's hands and across the sideline. So subs coming in for the Falcons. Parsons with a block from behind there. Gets the ball out to Geddes. She's running. She's got Miller on the outside. Bounce pass to her. Ball goes in. 2 points. 73-58. Down under the last minute. And we have a sub coming in. So Parsons sitting down. And into the game is Eleanor Simon. And the foul. Simon a little bit too aggressive on the closeout. It's been called after the shot attempt, so there's no real damage on that from the Falcons' point of view. But great basket there. And again, that was Kiara Mountford. She has worked really hard since coming back on again in this fourth quarter. Miller, three-point attempt, overshoots it. Cochran across to Newman. She gets it, skips it across the course. It's back out to Newman from the top of the key. That's short. Falcons with ball with 9.4 seconds to go. And that will be it for the game as Laura Geddes puts it up. Miller can't get it to go. She scores after the siren. Ladies and gentlemen, Falcons grind out a win, 73-60. We'll be back a little bit later on with the Victorian State Championship men. See you soon.